I'm going to be writing 50,000 words in the next 30 days. I've been waiting for this for so long. My book is going to cover all of that. I'm talking about chronologically from the start. Hello! Welcome back, or welcome if you're new. My name's Zara, I'm a disability advocate, content creator, and I'm also a writer. This video is about the writing in particular. It's November! And if you're a writer, or if you watched my video last year, I will link it here, you will know that November is Nanowrimo. Check my last video. I just did a video explaining how to write a novel in 30 days, and I explained like what the challenge is, what Nanowrimo is, so go watch that if you want to know more about it. But today, I am starting Nanowrimo. I'm going to be writing a book. I'm going to be writing 50,000 words in the next 30 days, and I'm going to have another manuscript. This is going to be my second book, and I am going to publish them both next year, so 2024 is going to be a big year. I'm so excited. This is going to be the journey of me writing my book. Now, I have already started. I'm not going to lie to you, it is day 3. It's the 3rd of November. I completely forgot to film because on day 1 of Nano, I was so focused on making the video that I posted on the 1st of November. I filmed, edited and got it out in one day, which is a lot of work, so I literally did not film anything else. So I don't have any footage from day 1, and day 2 I didn't film, but I did write. I didn't film anything because I was writing on a call to my friend Stan. Actually, when I did my video recently about finishing my other book, finishing writing my novel, I had a lot of shots of me writing with Stan in the background on FaceTime. That is my preferred way to write. So I did that yesterday, and now it's day 3. It's Friday the 3rd of November, and I'm actually at around 3,000 words, I think. I've written quite a lot. No, I must be higher than that. Yes, I'm at 3,000 words, and then I'm gonna write more today. But I'm on a really good schedule already. I am on track, and I know I'm gonna do this because I did it last year, and last year I was a full-time student in college. I had pretty bad health issues at the point. Obviously, I still have health issues. I still kind of have more going on at the minute. I'm a full-time content creator. This is what I'm doing kind of for my job. I'm not a student anymore, which means I can allocate my time however I like. It is a very, very, very nice luxury to work kind of for myself. Obviously, I have to do brand deals and things and work with companies, and I have a lot that I'm kind of juggling, but being kind of self-employed, being like your own boss, I guess, and doing online stuff and working for yourself does really suit me because as a neurodivergent and chronically ill person, it's so hard to stick to a schedule. I've really found this in college, like I can't stick to a schedule because I don't know what I'm going to be like on the day. I have to just do things when I feel good enough, when my health's there, when my mind's there. So I'm very, very hopeful that this year Nano will go well. I can just allocate whatever time I need to, and that is very exciting. Day 3 started Nano 3 days ago, but I'm going to start filming today and document the journey, and I'm very excited. First things first, what is my book about? I need to give you an intro into what I'm writing. I am very excited to say I'm writing a book about me. My other book that I wrote last year for Nano, I wrote a fiction novel, a story with fictional characters, and that was kind of a rom-com/YA type vibe. But this year I'm writing non-fiction, which is weird because I don't think I've ever fully written non-fiction. I've been reading tons and tons of other disabled or neurodivergent people's books. Ellie Middleton had her book launch recently. That vlog should be going up, or should be up already by the time this goes up, so I'll link that here as well. But I read Ellie's book, obviously Evie Meg. If you have Tourette's, you've probably read or heard of her book. She's a good friend of mine and her book is beautiful. I have both of these here. But I've been reading a load of chronically ill, disabled, neurodivergent people's books/memoirs/autobiographies to try and get inspiration for like what people include and kind of get my head into writing in that style because I've never really done it before. So far, I have actually found a bit of a voice and like a tone that works for me. I'm just writing it kind of like I speak in my videos, like quite casual but informative, and I don't know, I like it. I feel like it's going to be easy to read because it does feel like a chat, and I think that is my favourite thing about non-fiction books. So hopefully it'll be like accessible for people, and I am hoping to film it as an audiobook so that it can be accessible for everybody, so that hopefully everybody can have it, and it will be available on like Amazon and stuff like that when I do eventually publish. I've done chapter outlines so far for all of it. I planned it already. I had the whole document ready for the start of Nano, but I've already got kind of a plan of what I want to cover, and I've put bullet points of anything I've thought of or any little details that I know I want to include or events that I want to write about that happened. So I kind of already have a plan. I have a game plan. It's going to chop and change and just redraft as I actually put it into words, which is very exciting. But if you have anything you want me to include, or anything that like I've talked about before in like a video or a TikTok, and you want me to write about it more like in full in my book, please let me know. Please comment down below and I can add it in. Or if you have any questions that you want answering about like any of my conditions, or I'm going to be going a little bit into autism but not a lot, because obviously it's still a very new thing that I'm sharing, and I don't feel qualified to share enough of it yet because it's only been about a year or two since I first realised that I was autistic. I know I can kind of self-diagnose as autistic, but I really feel like I want a professional diagnosis because I would feel more validated that way, and obviously then I can apply for like help, or if I went to university one day or something, I could get exam regulations and stuff that suit me. So yeah, I'm not going to go too much into detail about that in this book, but maybe I could write book 2, a neurodivergent book, afterwards. I love writing, just yes. Anyway, I've rambled for too long. Let's do some writing. Start Nano. I'm so excited. I really love writing, and it's really cool writing about me because like this is my life. This is everything that I'm, well, not everything, but this is what I'm passionate about. Raising awareness for like the stuff I've gone through and my conditions, and making people feel like they're not alone, and also educating people who have never been through something that I've been through, or maybe they've never come across a disability before, or they don't know someone who's neurodivergent, they haven't heard of Tourette's, they don't know what seizures are or what can cause them, they don't know about ambulatory wheelchair users. My book is going to cover all of that, and it's going to have so much cool stuff in that I haven't spoken about properly before in videos, because you just can't get a grip on my life and everything that I've gone through and what I want to share in 60-second videos, or even in 10-minute YouTube videos. This book is like the first time I'm going to be giving you everything in my brain about my health and my journey and my story. I'm going to be detailing like everything in chronological order with facts and details, and I'm so excited. But yeah, let's go. I hope you enjoy, and I might read some little bits out as I'm going if I want to spoil anything for you. That's an insight into what my book's going to be. A little introduction to Nano. I think I'm going to do it in a couple of videos this year rather than one entire video, because I just talk too much and this is already 10 minutes of footage, and I don't want the video to be like 50 minutes long. Maybe this is week 1, maybe it's a few days, maybe it's 2 weeks, I don't know. Let's write a freaking book. It's actually quite a few days later. I've just been filming little B-roll shots, but I haven't properly picked up the camera and spoken in a couple days. I've been away and I've been busy, but today is Tuesday the 7th, and I just got the most exciting Amazon package that is definitely going to prevent me from writing today because I'm going to be busy reading Iron Flame. I've been waiting for this for so long. Fourth Wing, I loved. Fourth Wing was such a good book. I can't explain how vivid and detailed everything was. Like, I felt like I was in the world. I understood the dragons. The characters were just so deep. Like, it was like I knew them. And Violet, like, it just feels like Violet's your best friend. She basically goes to this school for riders who train to be riders of dragons. It's very cool. It's a really big fantasy novel. I have the hardback up on my shelf, which is about the same thickness as this one. They're both very thick, very long books, but definitely worth it. And Iron Flame came out today, so I'm definitely going to spend the rest of my day reading this. I don't care that I'm reading 5 other books at the minute. This is going to literally shoot to the top of my priority list. I'm so excited. I literally forgot I ordered it and an Amazon package came, and I was like, I don't know what I've ordered. What have I bought? I don't know what it is. And then I looked and saw the shape that it was a book and went, Iron Flame, and literally like ran to the front door and ripped it open right there and then. I could not wait. But I wanted to update you on my book as well, because obviously this is my Nano vlog. Yesterday was day 6 and I hit 10,000 words on day 6 of Nano. I'm currently at 10,321, so I'm perfectly on track. 10k words in 6 days is pretty cool. I'm very proud of that. And I'm kind of writing about my childhood at the minute. I'm still in the early stages of the novel, book, non-fiction, memoir, we'll go with that. I'm still in the early stages of like the background and talking about me, and I'm now talking about like my childhood experiences and first signs of neurodivergence and like the first signs of Tourette's and my POTS symptoms, things like that. I'm talking about chronologically from the start, and there are so many things that I'm writing about that I'm like realizing now, delving back into like my childhood days in school and realizing all these things that add up and make sense now that I have this diagnosis or this diagnosis, like things that I've experienced. My perspective on them is changing because I'm writing them and understanding them, so it's kind of like therapy. It's actually really cool. It's really interesting writing about like my experience of the world as a neurodivergent person and like how that changes as my symptoms started to kick in and get worse. Like my perspective of life really changed quite suddenly, and it's really cool trying to get that into writing because I think a lot of people who are chronically ill or disabled or even just neurodivergent, I think a lot of people will hopefully relate to this. But anyway, I'm gonna have a cozy day writing. I'm currently in my green, really cozy, comfy sweatshirt and joggers. I have my hair in 2-day-old plaits, which never ever make YouTube, but this is what I always do when I haven't washed my hair in way too long. This is basically how I looked for the entirety of like year 7, 8, 9 in high school. Was not seen without 2 plaits. So it's kind of a throwback, but yes, comfy day in my matching matching set. I'm gonna get writing. I'm gonna write for like an hour now, see if I get into it. If I get into it, hopefully I can just whack out like 3,000 words, and then for the rest of today and tomorrow I'm just gonna read because I really want to get Iron Flame read. I'm really debating between reading the whole thing in like 1 or 2 days and just rushing through it and experiencing the story, and also like dragging it out because I don't want it to end. Even if there was a 3rd book, it's not going to be for like a year or 2 years. So I want to savor it, but also I really want to know what happens, and I don't want anything to spoil it because I am fully on Bookstagram, BookTok, like books are everywhere in my feed. Iron Flame has been everywhere in my feed, so I know full well if I step onto social media, I'm 100% gonna get a spoiler because people will all be talking about it. So saying that, I think I'm gonna crack down and just get this read. But first, I'm gonna delve into my childhood, and I'm beginning to write about my high school experience, which is gonna be interesting because that's when everything started to change. That's when my health started to flare up and all my conditions started kicking in. So it's gonna be really interesting to get into all those symptoms and give some like anecdotes of things that happened with my tics, like my worst Tourette's encounters and things that happened in school, people triggering my tics. And then like going into the paralysis and like fainting on the stairs. I've got so many stories that I'm quite excited to share, but I've only shared snippets of in TikToks before. It's gonna be exciting. But yes, I'm gonna do a little bit of a writing montage and then I'm gonna leave it there because it has been a week. It's day 7, so that's week 1 of Nano officially, well, nearly officially completed after I write today. I'll insert like my stats from Nano here. I'm actually doing pretty well. I'm fully on track, but I hope you enjoyed. I will be vlogging the rest of my journey, and I'll probably make like a summary video of how my Nano went. So if you want to see that, make sure that you like and subscribe, turn post notifications on if you want to know when I upload. I usually upload 5 PM on a Sunday, but I'm adding in a few extra ones on Wednesday here and there. So if you want to know every time I upload, make sure you have notifications on. And I hope you enjoyed. I hope it was fun watching, and I'm wishing everybody who's doing Nano very much luck. You can do it. You've got it. I've got it. You've got it. We've all got this. We can do it. This is going to be the year. I can feel it. This is the year where we all complete Nano, whether you've got the 50k word goal or whether you're setting a different goal for yourself that's more realistic. You can do it. I believe in you, and I hope you have a lovely, lovely day. I'll see you on Sunday, 5 PM for another video. Happy writing. Bye.